Hey guys, so I have a crazy idea in mind. I wanna record myself building a startup. I know it sounds crazy, but I will be recording each and everything. It will include everything right from start. So, ideating, building out the team, fundraising, every single thing, registering the company, every single thing would be covered. I would try to make detailed vlogs of everything, and also in this particular video I'll be discussing the idea of that startup. So let's go. Okay, so the idea of this whole startup or whatever it is, it came to me when I was attending these events. So you might have seen me on my Instagram posting a lot about various kinds of events like Web3 events, creator events, and all of these places where I go to. Many people, after seeing those stories and seeing those posts, they used to comment just one thing: Ali, how did you get to know about these events in the first place? If we would have known about it, we would have also come. So I made it as my mission to just post about whichever event that I'm going to on my Twitter, on my Instagram, and trying to spread the word along with it. This is why I got invited to a lot of other events also. I realized that there is no single place for these brands to actually go to and market their events, right? They don't know where to bring the correct audience from. And I want to build a platform from where Web3 people can actually know about all the events and all the meetups that are happening around them. And later on, we would also expand to other events, not just Web3 but also other events as well. Okay, so I recorded an entire video right now and it didn't get saved, so I'll have to record it again, but let's go. So what I'll be doing over here is show you the process of how I ideate a product. It would contain everything, so how I decide on the features that need to be added, all the things that need to be shown on the platform, how the platform will look like, what would happen if we click all these buttons and everything. So everything would be down over here. I'll be doing a rough sketch of it all. So let's start. Recording in progress. Good to go. I hope I don't mess it up this time also. So the first thing that would be needed is the name of the platform, which we don't have currently, so I'll just go with Web3 events. So the first thing is the landing page, right? So that is what every user will see once they come on our platform, and there'll be a login button at the top right side of it, so on the footer area, not the footer area, the header area. And this is the landing page. I'll be talking about what all things would be there included on the landing page later down the video, but let's just cover the basics of it, right? So there'll be the landing page. Of course, if we have a login button, there'll be an authentication system. So the authentication system would contain the login and sign up page. So let me just write it down. I hope I'm not messing it again. I'll have to recheck it again and again because I actually recorded an entire video for it. So after that, we have the events page, obviously. So over here, people would be able to search for events happening around them. So there'll be a search bar for it, and then they can add in filters and everything, so depending on the location that they are searching for or something like that. And then they would get a list of events that might be suitable for them, and this would be in a grid format. So this is how it would look like. Okay, so far so good. Please ignore my handwriting because it's quite awful at this moment, but I've heard a quote that people whose handwritings are bad, they actually turn out to be quite intelligent. So I'm not sure if that's true, but it's working. So after that, we have event. Okay, so this is the event page, not events. So this would happen, or this would come up when a person clicks on a specific event, right? They want to register for it, or they want to know more details about it, then this would come up. And what all would be included for it? So the name would be included, the name of the event, the location would be included, further details or date of the event actually, then details. I think panelists or the flow of the event is also necessary, but I think that can be included in the details directly. Apart from that, okay, a register button is needed. So this would be maybe a button or something like that, so that they can register for the event and actually get updates for whatever changes that are happening for it. So over here we have covered the landing page, authentication, events, event. What else would we need? So of course, if there's an authentication, we would also need a profile page. Okay, so let's see what are the details that we would require from the user in order to make his or her profile. So the first thing that we would need is his or her name. Then we would need the email address. Now email address I'd explain. So the reason why we need email addresses is because I was thinking of giving them weekly reminders of all the events that are happening around them. So around them, that means we would also need the locations that they are interested in, not necessarily the location that they are staying in, but the locations that they are interested to get updates for. For example, I live in Mumbai, but I would be interested in knowing about all the Web3 events that are happening in Bangalore as well. So I would basically be selecting different kinds of events, different kinds of locations. After that, what else would we need? Wallet. So I was thinking of giving them NFTs after they attend a specific event. So that's why wallet is optional, but if they add it, they would get NFTs for whichever event is giving out NFTs. Apart from that, maybe some links. Links is not required, but yeah, they can add them in. And bio data, something like a bio like we have on Instagram. This is also not needed, but I'm just adding it as an optional field because people like to express themselves, and if there's an option to add their bio, why not? Because this is like a rough thing that I'm putting out over here. Everything would be pivoted and new things would be added, some things would be deleted. So this is just the idea that I have currently in mind. We will iterate over it with you, so do let me know in the comment section below if you have any cool ideas in mind. Apart from that, what else do we need? So we have the landing page, authentication, events page wherein they can search for it, the event page, all the details are listed, and then we have the profile page. Maybe one thing is required, which is the dashboard. So for this won't be available for the users, the general users, but rather for admins. So to add in new events, right? So add event page. Over here, the same details as in the event page would be there. So the name of the event, the location of the event, the date of the event, and all of these things would be there over here as well. Okay, I also want to talk about the landing page. So over here we saw the landing page, right? But I want to talk more about it. So how would it look like? So let me just make this long landing page. So over here we would have the header with the login button and some more things over there if we want to add it. Apart from that, we would have the basic template like the name of the platform in bold characters and then a graphic image or something like that. Then we would have an email address field. So over here, this is the email field. I hope you can see it. Yes, you can see it. Email field, and this is where they would be able to get weekly newsletters, not newsletters but updates of events that are happening around them. So they would have added their location, right? So that's how they would get these emails, and these would be personalized. So yeah, that's there. We need the events for sure. So there would be a carousel of events that are happening, featured events that are happening, and I think this is probably it. Maybe there'll be a footer or something, but of course there will also be an option to add your own event, right? So add your own event, no space for it, but that's okay. So add your own event would actually be a form link. So I won't be building this thing up from scratch, but rather this would be a type form or a Google form or something like that, and this would contain all the details that are needed for the event, plus some more details, additional details about what exactly is the background of the people who are hosting it, who are the panelists, and all of those things. So yeah, I think this particular thing sums it all up. So the landing page, authentication, events page, there'll be an event page, profile, add event, log, what is this? Yeah, this is the landing page itself, and then the type form. So I think this is it, and this is how I actually ideate all of my platforms, all of my startups and everything. For the front end, this is probably it, and I hope to see you in the next video, or maybe if I'm doing more recordings then further down the video.